Welcome back to this discussion on valuation of telecommunications spectrum. With me here in the studio of Lok Sabha Television, I have Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Member of Parliament belonging to the Rajya Sabha from Bangalore Urban District, former President of the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, and an entrepreneur. Mr. Chandrasekhar, the argument that was given by the Union Telecom Minister, the Minister for Communications and Information Technology, was in 2008. He had followed a policy which was already in place, the new telecom policy, and that by keeping spectrum prices low, that was how the great Indian telecom revolution happened. I mean, when you look at this country when it became politically independent, there was one phone for every 10,000 Indians. There was a huge waiting list. If you remember when Mr. C.M. Stephen was telecom minister and somebody was complaining that his phone was not working, he said, "You give it back to us. There are enough people who want that telephone." From there, from the 90s, we see a spectacular rate of growth of telecom. And I mean, today is unbelievable. Until as recently as 2004, there were 80 million mobile telephones. They're close to 600 million at present. So from a situation where 60 years ago, we had one telephone for 10,000 people, you have now one telephone for every 2 Indians. Now, the idea is that we could never have had this kind of revolution if the telecom tariffs were not low. In the, as recently as the mid-90s, you know, it was cost 17 rupees a pulse. And today, you know, it costs next to nothing. Today, India's telecom tariffs are among the lowest in the world.
Right. Now, let me explain this again, and I'm trying to explain this. Different stages of evolution of the sector require different outlooks by the government. And I said that in the beginning. And you know, as you know, I am one of the pioneers in cellular telephony in India, and I have lived this for 10 years, from the early 90s to 2005.
When you were part of the BPL group?
Correct. I was BPL Mobile. I was the founder, CEO of BPL Mobile. And so the answer to your question is the following, that affordability in India for any consumer category expands the market. India is a large market for telephony. It was known in 1990. It was not an earth-shattering revelation in 2001. What caused the prices to decline was not license fees alone. We had a whole series of factors, including equipment costs, customs duties, local taxes, which are all very onerous for any startup operators in the early 90s.
So all that changed?
Everything changed.
And also everything competition intensified?
Everything changed as a consequence of the growth of a sector. The growth of a sector creates scale, growth of the sector creates viability, growth of the sector creates cash flows, all of that happened. We are now talking about 2010 and 2007. Let's assume we are going 3 years earlier. To talk about a sector, if you take a snapshot of the sector in 2007 or even 2004, the participants in the sector are all multi-billion-dollar companies. The participants in the sector in 1991 and 94 were companies with absolutely very little capital, with begging bowls to raise money.
Greenhorns.
Yeah, greenhorns and very little capital backing them. Now you have companies that are all well capitalized, $1 billion in value.
And they're striking deals with other international companies.
Bharti
is the 5th largest telecom
in
company in the world
So
today.
there is no argument today, to maintain an argument today that there is consumer benefit can only be given by giving you cheap spectrum. Let me advance the argument further. If the argument that is being made by A or B, and there are arguments sometimes being made by private sector companies, there are arguments being made by the Honorable Minister saying that the justification for cheap spectrum is that in some sense it delivers affordability. That's the argument. If that was true, Vodafone's $7 billion or $8 billion acquisition of SR Hutch would cause them to price their services at much higher than anybody else. They don't. Their consumers pay exactly as much as, let's say, other company A or company B. Singapore Telecom, which is the strategic partner for another private operator today, has paid a large premium to invest in the company. So, as license fees and costs of spectrum goes up, there is, remember, in the overall economics, capital costs are going down. A lot of other costs are going down. Risks are going down. Which is why today people have the appetite, investors have the appetite, as has been evidenced by 3G, to pay more for spectrum. and continue to deliver services at the old price.
Okay.
Affordable price.
In other words, what you're arguing is that investment in spectrum is akin to a capital investment.
Correct.
It's like you are investing in a property or a shop.
Correct.
And just because you have a shop, it doesn't mean you can sell a product at a rate which is higher than that of your competitor, because then just because you have a fancy shop, why will he buy the same product at a higher price from you when he can get it at a lower price?
But that's
from
what's
another
happening.
shop down
Today,
the road?
there are companies that have invested $10 billion to enter the Indian market, and that are still giving tariffs at the same rate as the company was before they paid $10 billion for it.
Okay. Now, the other issue would be in this connection that, okay, we say that this is a way of doing it. What was the justification of giving spectrum in January 2008 at prices that had been discovered in 2001, which was 1,651 crore rupees?
Right.
And today, the 3G spectrum is about
10,000 crores.
Yes, it's about 8 to 10 times higher. Now, when questioned on this matter, Mr. Raja says, do not compare 2G with 3G. One is PDS rice, one is basmati rice. Is this comparison valid? Because the other view is that spectrum is spectrum, and the bulk of the spectrum in this country at least is being used for voice call, a little bit for SMS, and we are yet to enter an era where spectrum would be used for, say, high-speed internet connectivity on your mobile or video conferencing.